Hello, my name is Dr. Ashley Parks, and I'm here sharing on behalf of myself and my research partner, Matthew Lazari. Today, we'll be sharing regarding our project, Overworked and Unhealthy, exploring mental health status, family relationships, and hours worked amongst California adults. And in this particular study, we took data from the 2016 California Health Interview Survey and worked to investigate and understand several key variables involving overall mental health wellness. So we looked at the Kessler-6 scale for serious psychological distress, as well as looking at family life impairment and hours worked. And hours worked, as it's captured by the CHIS data set, is 0 to 95, which is just such an expansive number of hours and represents different realities for individuals here in the state. And so in this work, we found a statistically significant difference in the self-reported levels of serious psychological distress across different work categories. So what people did for a living, with full-time workers working 50 or more hours specifically, those individuals work 50 or more hours a week, reporting higher mean levels of psychological distress than those who work less. And for many of us, that feels pretty obvious, pretty expected, right? Nobody is shocked by those conclusions. But when we conducted our one-way ANOVA and really evaluated those differences, that's what we found. And so we did run a variety of different approaches. We also did a Pearson correlation that revealed a moderate association between family life impairment, as defined by emotions interfering with relationships, and hours worked. We also saw that. And this is really a prequel. I'm sharing this with all of you today because we've done some of our own data collection around what life was like based on essential worker status, taking care of either an adult or children at home, and all those things that have been going on this last year during the COVID-19 pandemic. So this was our effort to look back and look at the sampling of data and see those relationships. And now going forward, do a more targeted data collection, which is what we're doing right now, looking at the new reality, the post-pandemic reality for families and essential workers and individuals who are really struggling. And so we can see here an association between hours worked and serious psychological distress. We can also see a medium correlation, right? A moderate association between family life impairment and those hours worked. And of course, time that is worked is away from our families, away from our children, of course, is likely to contribute to distress. And so how do we find that balance and build systems and policies around that? So I think that's a major implication for future research is how do we look at those pieces? And then specifically evaluate trends across industries and how we create a healthier workforce and healthier families behind and at home for that workforce. Thank you so much for taking a moment to view our presentation. I would love the opportunity to collaborate. This is a small secondary data analysis project, but we have several primary data collection projects in process and gearing up. If you have an interest in further evaluating any of these elements, our new data collection looks at Kessler 10 and some of the family life impairment questions, but also specifically looking at caregivers of older adults, individuals who are working from home with children, some of those little niches where we have seen anecdotally a lot of stress and a lot of opportunity this last year. All right, well, thank you so much. Have a lovely day.